Welcome back. Let's talk to Elias Zelen. You find a lanky blonde elf flipping through a book of Adirian poetry by the artist Skilba. His armor is well worn and well kept, and bears on its breast the image of a double-headed eagle holding a sword and crown. Looking more closely, you notice that with his free hand he is picking a padlock.
Hello. May I help you? Need anything?
And who are you?
I'm not sure what there is to tell. I'm a man of adventure, mostly. A few. More than I could share in a night, to be sure. There is one that's close to my heart. It led me to my love. I was on an expedition into the backwoods of Seras when I came across an abandoned town. To my great surprise, I found a tremendous hoard of books in the town priest's cottage. The Serans are conservative folk, more so even than the Adirans. They don't have much use for reading that doesn't come from one of the holy texts of the Church of Aethys. And what a selection of books it was. Every subject represented, even some questionable ones. I couldn't help but help myself to them. I took as many as I could carry, and I can carry quite a bit. I tired soon of wandering, so I settled in a small town in the Deerwood and became a tutor for a noble family. Fell in love with the governess, naturally, and I stayed. For a while. I felt a stirring in my bones one day. I can't explain it. I just woke up, caught sight of the horizon, and had to go. I left my lady wife right there in our marital bed. I don't know what's waiting for me out here in the Deadfire, but I have hope this will be my biggest adventure yet.
Are you insane? How can you leave someone just like that? Okay, this is a trainer as well.
Fair
Goodbye.
winds.
Right, so that's 9,000 copper that we have to get. Musician.
Aye.
Pietro looks hurt. No, come back.
Go pester someone who cares. Under this crushing void, I'm starved. Touch the courtesans without their permission, and I'll break your legs. Got it? Go away. Go pester someone who cares.
Dialogue continued the same way. Pietro, how you doing? Arch on his hands and knees, quivering and drenching in sweat, the pirate lets out a pain-filled groan.
Blast my God's damn soul and stupidity! Andre, save me now!
You want some help with the taking? What's wrong with you?
My ship was attacked and boarded by pirate hunters. Didn't know if we'd be able to get away, so I swallowed down my most valuable possession and got his black tear, a gemstone about the size of my fist.
You're an idiot. I'm also very surprised how it could pass through your esophagus. Either that or you have tiny fists.
Of course now it ain't coming out of either end. Been trying all manner of foul concoctions to no effect on account of my stomach being too strong. Years of sailing the storm-racked seas will do that to you. I started feeling an intense pain 2 days ago. I think I might be dying. I can't even crawl no more.
What if I just punch you really hard in the stomach? That might get it up. What can I do to help?
Make me puke. Whatever you gotta do, just make it happen before this cursed gem kills me. Give me something strong enough to upset even my iron gut.
There is something, but I don't know what it's called. It starts with the letter I. I don't remember. They stopped using it though. That it used to People used to drink it to induce vomiting before.
Rosanella's got a stand in a Radiant Court. She's been supplying me with some, experimental concoctions, tweaking them after. Tell her the last one actually came close to working.
Alright, speak to Rosanella.
I'm listening.
In the Radiant Court.
Aye, aye.
Let's head over there then.
In the King's Coffin, she'll make you see stars. You half-masted sot! She's got to be 90 years old.
Some water. Some food. Where's Berna?
Fresh fruit, vegetable. What can I stock you up with?
That's what I just looted. Not bad, it's pretty expensive.
Sure.
Andra's
What's in here?
There's no hope. That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one.
Ah, that's Calandra. Okay.
A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster.
Oh my god. What's wrong?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what, everything. My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm. We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really stinks.
Come up with some other stuff. How hard can it be?
But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers. I just know my play would take off.
Oh, please don't make me go around gathering performers. Alright. What would you need to improve the play?
A better Aethys, for one. I'm the tallest one in our troupe. I'm still not very convincing, even when I bother to dye my skin blue. Also, our special stage effects aren't all that special anymore. We had someone for that role, but she got herself into debt and has a new job at the King's Coffin.
Oh! Okay, I know who that is.
Really? Well, that's great. Then we could...
Abruptly, her eyes narrow, her dark brows furrowing with heavy suspicion.
Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this?
I expect a cut of profits, of course.
Ah, of course. Well, that's more than fair. I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethys.
Any oaf big enough to oppose as Aethys.
I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Diana, at the King's Coffin. But unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethys.
There is one running around.
Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
That's pretty harsh. Alright.
That's her!
Looking for work. I've got coin and a few scores to settle.
Ah,
You carry
bounties.
yourself like a person well acquainted with violence. Care to put your skills to use for a good cause?
Oh,
And some coin?
of course. Tell me.
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the DEADFIRE. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends.
Legendary nightmares, more like. After how they did the crew with a virtuous reward. Even that bastard Benwith wanted nothing to do with them.
But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henkwa's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me. So I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do.
Sounds like you have got a grudge against the Firebrand's crew.
It's nothing personal. The crew earned their reputation through murder and thievery, and it would make me sick to see them regain an ounce of their power.
Alright, I'll hunt them down.
The Firebrand had a mascot, a useless little bastard, who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes.
With a sigh, Seraphin rolls his large eyes. He's anti-principe.
Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few zarups and constructs, the little buggers convinced to follow him. Bless their simple hearts.
In spirit, huh? Alright, noted. Next.
You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henkwa's former first mate and a rumored lover. She's a cipher, and a dangerous one at that. Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting and swords held high. She keeps a number of bodyguards on her payroll.
Alright, what else am I after?
You'll be going after Katren, the Firebrand's resident wizard. Rumor has it, she was once an apprentice to Arkemir before turning pirate. Last I heard, Katren and her sundry little minions could be found lazing about the sacred stair here in Neketaka at night. No idea where she disappears off to during the day.
Right, moving on.
I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torkar, leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. He's an ogre, with a reputation for cleverness and cruelty both. I've even heard tell it was Torkar who was behind the Firebrand's most successful tactics, not Henkwa. Torkar was last seen at Lifter's refuge here in Dunwich, dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own. I trust you won't let that happen.
Oh, so he's right here, okay. Farewell.
Happy hunting.
Yeah. Got a bunch of bounties. These ones are of course difficult. Torkar is difficult too, it's the one in here. Yeah, I don't think I can do this yet. But it's okay. So, Iron God, let's see. Rosanella. Wait, which one was it? Oh, there she is.
So you're the captain the old port's been talking about. Aye, you do look like a fearsome sort. Welcome to Dunwich. What are you having? I'll pour you a double.
What do you know about the floating hangman? Her eyes go wide and she fumbles a bottle of spirits, spilling rum all over the counter.
No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can.
Alright, Petra sent me to you.
Ah, I guess the last concoction I made for him didn't do the trick then. Poor bastard. There's one last tincture recipe I know that won't kill him. Probably. It's called Andra's Bile, but I don't have all the ingredients in stock.
Ugh.
You'll need a rotten hagfish, an unripened palm stone, and a vial of fire kelp extract. Have him mix it all with a half tankard of grog, and well, hope for the best.
Why do you need a rotten hagfish, not regular?
The goal is to make him vomit, remember? A rotting hagfish produces a special oil once it reaches a certain level of decay.
Okay. Why didn't you try it earlier?
I did tell you the list of ingredients, eh? He'll
Oh.
have stuff dribbling out of both ends for a week. Maybe two, if he's really unlucky.
Oh god. Alright, where can I find the ingredients?
Check the barrels around Lifter's refuse for the rotten hagfish. You might be able to find unripened palmstone for sale somewhere in Radiant Court.
Unripe palmstone in Radiant Court, huh?
Parker in the King's Coffin usually keeps some fire kelp extract on hand for special purposes. Be careful when dealing with that one.
What have you got? Not much. Okay then. Who is this? As you approach some weird named idiot, she dances but doesn't run. Her eyes go wide when she meets your own, shoulders high with a haunted look etched into her long face. Mordwin stares you. Modwer strains in your grasp, pulling desperately toward the figurine in the crowd. What? This makes no sense.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Her face is pale, her brow bearded with sweat. Ah, okay. I'm a friend, or I could be. I'm here at Mordwer's request.
I had thought... I hoped to never... Why did you bring it here?
You said you would come back for me, but you never did.
Now it makes sense. I forgot the Mordwer is the sword. Mordwer's voice is unsteady, strained. It pulls toward... My god, I can't read this name. Ingfrith. Oh god. As if it were a needle and she's a lodestone.
Alone for all those years, picked up and discarded by countless strange hands, hoping every time that they might be yours. What did I do wrong?
It was no fault of yours. It is I who am to blame.
Were I in Mordwer's place, I'd kill you. I still might. Abandoning Mordwer was cruel, but let's go with you clearly care, but what happened?
It was shame.
What?
I was born a cipher. As a young woman, I was apprenticed to a master animancer. He was keen to refine the art of housing souls, and he believed someone of my abilities might be an asset to his aim.
I would love to have a talking sword.
My parents made a pretty copper on that deal. When I left him, I took Moldware with me. I thought it was my responsibility to look after it. I decided that my penance for Moldware's creation would be to hunt those who used animancy for terrible ends.
At least you realized you were at fault, most don't.
Do not make the mistake of thinking me noble. You don't know the things I've done. For a time, I took a position with Dunreed Row in Defiance Bay. I saw things that haunt my nights still. With every unscrupulous animancer brought to justice, my guilt grew, knowing I was their equal in evils done.
This is the same voice actor.
I fled for DEADFIRE to the Principe, but I was too naive to know that shame has fleet feet. It devoured me. I thought if Moldware were gone, I might finally be free of my shame. How foolish I was. But what of you? What do you want?
I don't remember my life before, so I can't hate you for stealing it from me. I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive your betrayal, but I would still prefer to stay with Ingfrith if she would have me.
I don't want to give up the sword. I don't even have a replacement for it. You can't be serious. She abandoned you in the pile of garbage.
I haven't forgotten. do care for you as well.
So?
I have to wonder, what'll happen to me after both of you die? Can my soul even return to the wheel? Though I've only known life as a weapon and I've no desire to die, neither do I want to live forever. I'm only a weapon. A tool. And even though you're still a ham-handed halfwit, I trust you. So you decide.
Stay with me. Stabbing monsters without you wouldn't be the same.
I'm never happier than when we're covered in blood. I'll stay with you. If you'll have me.
Then things will remain as they should be. Be well, Moldweir.
As Igfrith turns to leave, she walks slowly, as if waiting for someone to call after her. But Moldweir says nothing, and neither do you. You feel a feather-light touch on your mind. Countless voices swell, and their ethereal tongues speak only apologies. Then like a breeze, they are gone. Right, so I can soulbind this now. Moldweir's soul remains in the sword, but it is no longer bound exclusively to the Watcher. Moldweir has been placed in the stash. Okay, now can be bound to anyone. I come back here. Why can't they talk to? Okay. It's a pretty good sword to give up. It's kind of crazy to give it to her. What the hell? It's a superior sword. I can talk to it, like, if I want to.
Hey. So... we need to talk about what happened with Ingfrith.
How are you doing?
Good? Bad? I don't know how to feel. Should I be angry she was willing to let me go? Should I be happy you wanted to stay with me?
We're going to do great things together. Look forward to that.
You know what? You're right. We're good. I'm happy. The past is past, and all that emotionally healthy philosophical shit people say when they want to pretend they're over something. Hey. Thanks. You know, for everything.
Of course. I just want you to be happy.
Ew. I think your sincerity's rubbing off on me.
What will the other weapons think?
Well, I don't know. I haven't ever had a talking weapon before.
Before you get all bent out of shape. I'm kidding. Mostly.
Alright. Though the sword's thwarts fate, the warmth remains. Cool!
Watcher, I was wondering if I could run something by you.
Oh, come on. You guys are just... What am I, counseling? Like... Oh... What is it?
Well, to put it simply, you are.
What?
I've tried, but I can't get you out of my thoughts and dreams.
I think I know where this is going.
You do? I hope that's a good sign then. Or at least tops the usual omens I get. Forgive my audacity. I know I've got no place to, but I care for you. More than I can rightly say.
Why are all the women hitting on me?
I was wondering if you might return the sentiment.
Excuse me? Yeah, actually, I thought she was interesting in him.
I thought I was too at first, but somewhere along the way, well, I realized he wasn't the one making my heart stutter. I don't look up to him like I do you.
Never mind, it's just my twisted head.
And he sure doesn't make me sweat like you do.
What the fuck? Okay. This is getting weird. Alright. I have always been here for you.
You have. I know you have. It's just that...
The other woman was too weird with the bird and all.
The truth is, I was afraid to want you. I didn't think the Watcher himself could be interested in me. When you think about it, how powerful you are compared to me, it doesn't hardly make any sense, does it?
That's a very weird logic. Most men are more powerful than the women they're with. Does it matter? It's supposed to be that way. I guess. I don't know. Actually, there are more stronger women, obviously, than men, but generally speaking.
I'm almost afraid to believe it. That you would want me just as much and fierce.
I don't really feel comfortable talking about this around all these people.
But darned if it doesn't make me so very, very happy.
Alright. Tuck a loose strand of hair behind her ear. An easy, confident grin glides over Zoti's face, revealing her straight white teeth. She runs the tip of her tongue over those pearly teeth, touching a canine thoughtfully before she slowly, carefully entangles her fingers with yours. Pupils blown, she inhales a breath.
I'm gonna make you so glad you picked me, Watcher. You'll see.
Oh my.
You taste like forgotten dreams. Like fate.
Now this feels like a demon is trying to, you know, entice me or something. That was a bit weird the way she said it. Okay. Why don't we continue this discussion somewhere more private, you know?
Watcher, I thought you might never ask. There's so much I've longed to try and to see. Or to not see. Let me turn my lantern low. I want nothing but shadows between us.
It's not private right now. And you're jiggling the lantern everywhere. Languidly, Soti turns a hand through her mussed hair. She watches you hungrily, though she should be well sated.
That was divine. Surely, Watcher, you are a blessing from gone.
Did we just made out? What happened? Okay, alright. Alright, let me just check this reputation thing now. Still, okay, so 2. Is that toward me? This one is only for others. So this is my reputation towards others, or the other way around. I can't tell. I don't know how to, like, these ones are pretty clear. Like, they like me. But this is probably the same way. But how about this one? She likes her. They don't like her. Okay. Alright, so at least we have no negatives, but there is a negative with him, with someone, I don't remember who. Okay.
Did you hear? The gilded kestrel was lost at sea.
From Goldfinch Fleet? Impossible with her wealth.
Weren't no one to bribe. The floating hangman gone. Now they're bones.
Alright.
My old captain was a drinker. The day he was born to the day he died. Always he was rail thin. He wound up with a wooden leg, 26 ships and a bilious fever. Sunrise is a woe, doves. The coming horizon is a sea-sized ruin.
Alright, this is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Take care.